Countdown.
It was a real countdown for us. Welcome back. Season who fucking knows of the Trapcast. We are back. Things have happened, and let's move on. This everyone, dude.
Levi. It's Dre. It's Diggs.
Those, and we're back. New season. We're gonna start in the holidays. It's kind of weird, most people usually end in the holiday little break. But who gives a fudge? We'll have an episode at least once a month. Maybe 2 to 4 times a month, but at least once a month. That's a promise. And we've never broken that promise besides those 2 years that I was on vacation.
Let's go.
Oh man, the Spotify rap thing is funny as hell. We're gonna share that clip for the podcast account. So little clips, to look forward to.
That shit's funny as hell.
It was
You
really
said
funny.
Spotify rap, and it's the
This is owned by them. So
okay.
Riverside's the program I use for the podcast, and it used to be the program used to be called Anchor. And this was a really cool app because it automatically distributed your RSS feed to all the major platforms like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all that shit. No way that just worked. But then because they were a competitor, Spotify ended up buying them and then integrating them into the platform, which is pretty cool. And then they did the rebranding as Riverside and stuff. But it's cool because back even when it was Anchor itself, you can record an ad for them and they will pay you a certain amount of money for every listen. You know what I'm saying? It's not a lot, but it's I don't know, 15 cents every 100 listens, maybe some shit like that. You know what I mean? But I remember at one point I cashed out $15, which is not a lot by any means, but it's that's still kind of cool that, and then once your views and your view count got up for the ads and then your account in general, it would start pairing you with actual sponsors that were yo, all the classic ones, you know what I mean? At first it'd probably be shit like G Fuel or some shit where everyone gets that code of welcome 10. You know what I mean? Which is but you get that foot traffic and then, you just you get paid. Fuck.
That's awesome.
The whole, company, Honey, you guys know Honey, heard of it? They had that scandal of where, it's supposed to be a coupon saving app where, you press it and, a lot of companies do this now, but, where, it'll auto search the websites for the coupons that get you the most deal off. What Honey was doing was it would actually remove whatever coupons you're using and substitute theirs. So instead of you using any affiliate code, you're using Honey's affiliate code, but it's telling you you're getting this. So now Honey's getting the fucking 10% kickback or whatever it was from the company. You know what I mean? And they got caught doing that. So I was it's kind of funny because it's ingenious. You know what I'm saying? It's stealing, but not really because you're redirecting people. You're taking away a deal, but you're also still giving them a deal that they may not have gotten in the first place. So it's very funny actually, but
Was there ever a lawsuit in that? Or?
I don't know. I honestly don't know if they ever got in trouble with it because that feels like one of those things oh, look at the terms of services, and it literally says that we can do it. You know what I mean? They're not adding money to your charge. You know what I'm saying?
That's weird as shit.
Honestly, no, for real, it's a weird.
I've never heard of Honey, honestly. I think you told me about it at one point in time, but I never really looked into it. But I remember you telling me about that lawsuit.
The countries or the company was big at one point in time, but now there's so many apps that do the same exact fucking thing. Is it Capital One has an app that literally just does it. They're all just browser plugins, and then when you would go to the point to where you go to checkout and it has the promo code. That website will search everything for whatever clothing store, fucking GameStop promo codes August 2025, and it's just a verified system of all these codes were sent out as employee appreciation. Here's another 10, 15% off. It works for everyone for some reason. So they're you know what I mean? Just stupid shit like that.
Okay.
And there's always a deal usually like that. You know what I mean? So it just compiles that type of shit all together.
It's probably similar to free skins and packs and Magic Arena and shit. Have you guys ever heard of Unit 731? Speaking of people who got away with shit.
I have not.
Unit 731 was a large-scale biological and chemical warfare research. held by the Japanese government between 1936 and 1945, I think, 1946. Pretty much it was right before World War II. And it was like this super messed up testing they did on humans. Like, it's estimated that the deaths they caused were like upwards of 500,000. Shit, like, they pretty much captured like people from other countries like China, Russia, and Korea, and then they held them in these like facilities where they tested on them with all kinds of shit. Like, I'm talking like stitching people together, like taking their arms off and like putting them on the opposite sides of their body, like super messed up shit. I watched a video on it the other day and I was like, Jesus fucking Christ. Like, they talk about how like a lot of people consider these people that did this like worse than the Nazis, because like the Nazis did it to like certain people, while as these guys would literally take their own guys if they ended up like getting sick, because they were working with like the plague and shit. Like, they were injecting people with the plague and then putting them in groups, and like it was something really messed up that I found out about it was like the end result of it was called Project Cherry Blossom in the Wind, and it was pretty much the plan to like release the Black Plague in America again back in like 1945. Ooh. But they ended up getting stopped because the end of World War II was the end of World War II.
I'm so sorry.
Damn.
Holy fucking shit.
But like,
I'm so sorry.
all the people that like were involved with it ended up coming over here.
I'm sorry, this is not a funny thing to laugh at. It's crazy, dude. This fucking goddamn hate it.
They ended up like coming over here and getting pardoned on all of it because they sold all of the information pretty much to the American government.
That's what I was wondering, if they're part of Operation Paperclip or not, because we talked about it in one of the earlier podcasts, the MK Ultra season 3, Rick Excelsior fans. The MK Ultra episode, because quick run back, sorry not to cut you off, but like Operation Paperclip, we basically pardoned a lot of the Nazi scientists in exchange for them to help United States scientists move forward. It's how like we got the rockets. It's how we built the rocket to go to the moon and shit like that, is using NASA science or Nazi scientists, I mean. And I would imagine they're a part of this because there was a very, very similar project done, part of the MK Ultra, which the CIA was using these scientists and like running crazy experiments on American citizens. This isn't like fucking conspiracy theories. I like to repeat, this is all like declassified information, like confirmed true now.
So is Unit 731.
And like you said, like it's to the point where it got declassified too late because anyone involved is already dead or like retired or like senile or like they all got away with it.
That's a crazy fucking thing, is that like a lot of people, like the person who ran it died in his sleep being pardoned. Like, he died of like old age or some shit, I'm pretty sure. But like, I don't know if there's any people who did it now. Obviously they're in their fucking dying years doing it, but like, I don't know. It was like there are potentially a lot of people still in that age because it was just like now it's like 80 years ago, so they're probably actually mostly gone. But I know there were no survivors of the
like
Unit
the
7.
test subjects?
Yeah, like the test subjects didn't make it. I know there were a bunch of scientists that got pardoned, and like,
what's this unit called?
Unit 731. It's pretty gruesome, a lot of the things they were doing. Like, they would take people and like make them stand in circles and then throw grenades in between them just to test like blast radiuses. They would like take people infected with like STDs and like force them to do shit with other people. And then if one of their guys ended up getting sick or some shit because they had to work so close with all these sicknesses, they'd be like, yeah, just test on them. Like, they're a test subject now. And it was super fucked up because like the citizens didn't know shit about it. Like, Japan didn't know shit about it. There were like rumors and shit, but the only reason we know about it was because historians, after it was done, came to America, pretty much found out that a bunch of people got pardoned, got that information, and then released that information to everyone. So it's like the only reason we know about all that fucked up shit. Like, I don't know.
That's crazy. I just looked it up. It does not have any overlap. Like, there were no scientists from Unit 731 who got to the well, because like we were recording almost any of those, like even Nazi fucking evil as fuck scientists to come to the United States. So it makes sense that this was exactly around the same area because this MK Ultra and Operation Paperclip use a lot of those scientists. There's one experiment in San Francisco or maybe San Diego, I don't remember which one of them, called Operation Sea Spray, where they released a pathogen that was just like a flu virus, like nothing deadly fatal, but it was trackable. You know what I mean? And they released it in 3 different areas of that town, and they had ways to monitor it. So for the next week, they see how it spread, how far it spread to the populace, like men versus children, the age ranges, based off of like, oh, this group was dispersed at a subway. This group was dispersed at a bus stop. This, you know what I mean? Yeah. This was at a restaurant or some dumb shit. And they literally was tracking data and like to also test like biological weapons and deadly viruses airborne wise. And it's like, that's confirmed to happen. So it wouldn't be surprised if those fucking Japanese scientists were part of that, if that's sounds exact copy paste. You feel me?
A huge reason the death toll was so huge there was because they were like working with the Black Plague and releasing it on citizens throughout China, I'm pretty sure. And I don't know, that's fucked up. Like,
that's what I was just seeing, is that they mostly experimented on Chinese.
They didn't,
like you said, like just unaware people. Like, but that's fucked up. That's fucked up way to start the episode. But it was definitely disturbing. I wonder if there's a documentary on about that, but I don't want to see both of them.
I watched it on YouTube because it popped up and I was like, oh, that's messed up. I think I seen it in a clip and it was like messed up things that have happened in human history. And I was like, I haven't heard of that one.
That's fair.
So how recent was that, like, open to the public?
Oh, fuck, I don't even know. Probably like rather recent. You know what I mean?
That's interesting.
I don't think it's like super new, but probably got known in the last like 50, 60 years. I just
that up. Yeah. You guys watched the Diddy documentary yet?
No, I have not.
It's so fucking good. There's 4 episodes out, right? For those who don't know, 50 Cent helped produce this fucking documentary. This is interesting because the story has now changed a lot. The narrative has changed. Basically, originally what people were saying happened was that there's this film crew that Diddy was hiring, and he was filming his life like up into this. Apparently, a year before this had started, and was also recording like the week before he got arrested. The police seized that footage and they gave it back. The story then was that since they didn't get paid by Diddy, they technically still own the footage. And so they sold it to 50 Cent, who then 50 Cent sold it to Netflix. What actually happened is kind of a little bit more sneakily fucked, is that the film company that is doing the Diddy documentary is still trying to do it and has the year's worth of footage, right? Those footage that we see in there comes from a team that was hired for 3 days to help do substitute work, like as add-ons. And those that people of like 6 people or whatever sold the footage. And they're like, this is breaking our agreement with Diddy now. And now he's trying to sue us because we have a documentary and this footage was released without any of our knowledge or you know. And it's like, now these people are getting sued by Diddy, but the people who put it out aren't. It's funny as fuck. But
it's rough.
50 Cent has said that he wanted to do another episode, but Netflix locked it to 4. So he's saying that there's going to be a 5th episode coming to YouTube.
Damn.
And I'm excited for that because this documentary does, however the footage was achieved, I don't give a fuck because it's awesome. It shows like the week up to him getting arrested. Like he's freaking out. He's calling his lawyers. He's betraying his lawyers on camera. You know what I'm saying? He's like, dude, what the fuck? They're like, calm down. You're not getting, like, you haven't gotten arrested. You haven't gotten charged. You're good. You're going to be good. 6 days before indictment. You know what I mean? It's 5 days before arrest, 4 days. You got him and his family doing a prayer circle. Yeah, we're gonna beat this shit. You know what I'm saying? They got like it's so crazy. Like, and they have this good ass timeline to show you that like how his personality is, how he turned out how he is, and then you hear the allegations like, oh yeah, he did it. I don't even need to see like any evidence. What I see right now, he did anything anyone says. Literally, like they got the sex worker that him and Cassie paid to like cuck himself. And like for 7 years, they had this relationship with this guy. And he's like, dude, they'd fly me out every fucking year on the anniversary of Biggie's death. We'd have this giant orgy. Most of the time, it was just me fucking Cassie while Diddy watched and like would get involved sometimes, but mostly it was just like on some weirdo shit. He's like, they would drug us up. So like we would have to just fuck around for like 48 hours. And like there'd be a point where people would be like, yo, we gotta go. We got like lives and shit. And they're like, no, Diddy's like, it stops when I want it to stop.
Please,
It's like, bro.
please stop, Diddy.
But like he's like, I got paid like 7 to 10 grand each weekend, so I'm going.
Goddamn.
But like the whole story's crazy, dude. I'll say this because I didn't know this, and this is very interesting to me. Like his rise to fame, he started off as like this background name. So like this is he didn't have a name at all, right? Like no name to him. He's kind of networking in at the entertainment industry. So he's like starting to become an event organizer. His first big thing that was like Harlem Celebrity Game presented by, you know, fucking what's his name? Sean Combs, you know, Puff Daddy, whatever. And they had a bunch of celebrities coming out for this game. The doors were set up weird, so where they can only open one way, and 9 people ended up getting trampled to death for that. And like his name got attached to this tragedy to where they just kept saying it in the news so much that he became like a household name and just kept using Sean Combs presents, you know, Diddy here, and like he just kept kind of weaving up and up. It's weird. Greatest documentary. Recommend watching it on Netflix if you can.
I need to check that out. I personally think he probably should have gotten more time.
No, 100%.
Like,
Is he out right?
No, he got 50 months, and
That's crazy.
no, for real, because everything that they got, I mean, they talk about it in the documentary, which is true. Like they got this video that released a week before he went to trial. It was a 2016 hotel clip of him beating the fuck out of that girl, Cassie. But as they go, they're like, he's not on trial for domestic abuse right now. You know what I'm saying? He's on trial for prostitution and all this other crazy shit. So this video, although damning, doesn't actually show anything. If anything, it kind of made him, because then like that happened in 2016, right? They have the text and the photos of them getting back together the next day, then going out to dinner. Like they're like, bro, like you're trying to use this to build a case against them, but all you're doing is showing that she is like just as involved as anything. Like, you know what I mean? It's a fucked up weird take, but it's like I get what they're going for, and like it's not like what he was on trial for. You know what I'm saying? I do think though he will get more time, especially because so what it was is he got convicted of that one thing. He's got 100 current civil cases that are like pending, like ongoing right now, and it's just gonna be a domino effect. It's like the fucking Bill Cosby thing. You know what I mean? He started with like 3 years or whatever, but then they just kept going and they're like, yeah, you're guilty. Another 3 year, concurrent. You know what I mean? Add it on to then, whatever. Like they're just going to keep fucking extending his sentence or whatever. So I would be very surprised if Diddy came home. He got 50 months. He got like 13 months served or whatever because he was fighting it in jail for a while. And so he's got like 4 years to do, a little bit under 4 years. And then with good time or whatever, if you go down to like 2 years, probably like 2028, 29, when you could be home. It's kind of, exactly. And it's like, they subpoenaed so many fucking people from this fucking, like this one case. And like, you got these people on the camera crying, and like they're in fear for their safety when he comes home. Because all he is known for is like, the biggest thing he was getting charged with was racketeering, using his like company to like bully people. You know what I mean? They talk about the story about how they forced the co-partner to sign over his shares as they held a gun to his head. And it's like, you know what I mean? That type of shit. Like making people take deals they don't want to take, fucking beating their ass, fucking holding over balconies, all that crazy Diddy Puff Daddy shit you hear about. That's what, you know what I mean? Because he was obsessed with being a gangster or whatever, you know? But it made it harder to fight it because he just played that role. Like when Young Thug got taken down with the Slime RICO Act, it's because they were actually doing illegal narcotic shit, using drug money to fund, you know what I mean? Puff Daddy wasn't doing anything. All of his money was legit, so they can't take him down in those ways. That's why a lot of that shit ended up falling off. Like, He does shit like fucking hold a gun to your head to make you sign over your masters. That's the shit he's doing. So it's like business. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Imagine getting bullied by fucking.
I know, right? But that was the thing, is that like, oh man, I feel like we're just gonna keep talking about this, but like, I don't care. But like, they talk about how like he used Puff Daddy and Tupac to help boast like his gangster image, and when they became a threat of like, oh, they're more powerful or seen as more powerful than me, but he had them both killed. You know what I'm saying? And like, you just see so much of the evidence line up to you. You're like, man, that's true. You know what I'm saying? They got like payment receipts of like the people he kept or like paid that were involved in the killing of Tupac. You know what I'm saying? They got like the people who started the riots, like were paid by them, and like all this crazy shit. He got this co-founder of Bad Boy Entertainment, the media label, like the record deal that Puff Daddy started. You got the co-founder of that on there talking about him. He's like, knowing now what I know now, 100% he killed him. You know what I mean? He's like, there's no way he did it. Like obviously he didn't do it himself, but he was in charge or involved. Was the reason behind it. Just like how David's like didn't kill Celeste, but had her killed. Like,
also another wild case going on right now.
100%. They're saying his manager is the one who's gonna get like caught up with it. His like, it's weird because it's the one above his manager. It's the record label CEO who signed David was like with him every day apparently, and was like, they're like, there's no way you weren't involved in this at all. Like, you know what I mean? At the very least, you've seen him hang out with a 12-year-old every day.
Like at the very
like exactly. Like, and already that we got some questions for you, bud.
I think
Like,
that's just fucking weird as hell, because
that's what I'm saying.
It's like you've said before. It's like at best he's a pedo.
Exactly. Like that's why, like, oh dude, I'll talk about this all day. I don't give a fuck. Like, it makes it hard to listen to music because it's like the same thing with Michael Jackson. His is a little different, but like when I hear David's songs, they're mostly like sad or like romantic songs. It's like, dude, this was written about a 12. There's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, this is fucked up.
That
but
is
like
the controversy.
Michael Jackson's music, even though he has his controversy, it's not like he's singing love songs. You know what I'm saying? So that's
You never know though.
you can
That's the
enjoy
fucked up
Thriller to a
thing.
different thing. But, no, but like R. Kelly, I don't listen to his music anyways. So like I don't give a fuck. But yeah, I don't listen to David's music anymore. I can't. I'll listen to Dave Blunt. That's my David.
I do love me some Dave Blunts.
Yeah, I can't wait. I promise he's gonna be at Juice WRLD Fest. This is supposed to happen next year. I'm gonna save up all my money for this. I don't care how much tickets are. Probably gonna be a letdown, but hopefully it isn't. You know what I'm saying? If they can get everyone they could, like, I'm guessing their first like booking for artists are gonna be the artists that were at last Juice WRLD Day. You know what I'm saying? Dave Blunt. He's from the area, Quad Cities or whatever. They say he sounds like he's trying to be a Juice WRLD clone. I don't give a fuck about that. I want him there because that would be cool as fuck to see. Then you get like the classics, probably like Ski Mask. If it's a festival, Ski Mask, DJ Scheme, Trippie Redd, probably Polo G.
That'd be dope.
See, this is where I start to think, oh man, if they get Lil Uzi to show up, they only got 2 songs together. You know what I'm saying? But like,
They
that
should
would be
go big
legendary.
with it.
That would be fucking legendary, literally. They get, I guess, technically 3 songs if you count the Lucid Dreams remix. But
Did you see the interview with the former president of the Russian Republic saying that he was abducted by
hell yeah.
aliens during the
hell yeah.
during his presidency,
Yeah.
and he was talking all about it. And he's also the former president of chess club or chess.
Members of 2 people, like,
No,
why
no,
throw
like
this in?
the big chess academy or whatever it's called.
oh yeah, chess.
Chess. Yeah.
He's a fucking grandmaster in chess. He's like, I will school you
See,
in
okay,
this board game.
Now
I
check
swear
this
to
out.
Christ.
Do you think he actually got abducted then, or do you think that like,
Well, so the interviewer kept on using the word abducted. He was like, I wasn't abducted, I was invited.
Huh.
So,
okay, that does change the narrative a lot, actually. Because I was gonna say him getting abducted could just be fucking like KGB people
Yeah.
doing brain shit to him. But
they also interviewed the like staff of like the president help or whatever, and like they were getting him ready for like, I don't know, to wake him up, and like they couldn't find him for like a solid 30 minutes, or I don't remember how long it was. But after he had just just got up and left a room that they had just got done sleeping, like he just appeared. He's like, "Where the hell are you?" He's like, "I was just sleeping."
Wait a minute though. How long is his account that he was gone for? Is he saying I was gone for like a year or something? And,
No,
okay,
no,
like some
no. It was
Narnia
just like
rules
a
or something? I don't
conversation.
know these rules.
No, it was just like he just had a conversation with him and he came back.
I think bro just did DFT.
He's just under the bed.
I played prank on you, Olga.
I definitely recommend watching it. The week before, the interviewer also interviewed Joe Rogan.
I hate Joe Rogan. I'll say it. I hate Joe Rogan.
Oh God.
I don't think he's like a bad person, I guess. I mean, he does have dangerous
I was
ideas
just saying,
sometimes.
because like,
And like the problem is that like he has that idea or belief of like, oh, I'm a comedian. I shouldn't have to like fact check what I say and things like that. Which it's like, okay, I get what you mean where like you're a comedian, things what you say shouldn't be taken serious anyways. But you can't use that when you know you're the most like influential podcast
right.
there is. You know what I'm saying? It's just like when the Paul brothers were like, oh, we don't make content for kids, so we don't have to be kid steady for whatever. We can do this like Suicide Forest shit, all right? And it's like, dude, you gotta know your fan base is 10 years old. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, if that's the case, I guess lean into it like Mr. Beast does. You know what I'm saying? He knows his audience is mostly fucking kids, and that's why you have it kid brand friendly-ish. You know what I'm saying? Of course, it spreads the line, but it's like there's a reason why it's fucking YouTube energy, streamer energy, that it's for fucking 10-year-olds with no attention span. You know what I mean? Joe Rogan just like spreads a lot of fucking dumbass ideas, and then people take that as fact. Like remember when we were fucking all injecting ivermectin or whatever, the fucking horse medicine to fight COVID. Trump and Joe Rogan were talking about how it's fucking supposed to be a COVID remedy, or it was fucking stupid. And then there's all sorts of dumb shit like that. But like, I'll also be the first one that if it's like a Joey Diaz, Joe Rogan episode, I'm watching that. You know what I mean?
I love Joey.
I love Joey Diaz, dude. Like,
He cracks me up. I like Joe Rogan. I think he does have some pretty wild takes sometimes, but I don't know. Usually his stuff's pretty funny, but I don't like actively go watch it, I guess.
That's the same thing right there. And like I said, it's not that I'm like, I don't know. It's a weird balance because I don't know how I would change if I were him. You know what I mean? Like maybe be a little bit more fact checked based, I guess, or something before you just say some shit you read that you don't, you know what I mean? Because I just hate when those talking points are then repeated by retards who don't look up what they're talking about. You know what I mean? Like it's the same problem I have with Voice Critical. Like it's like all you hear is regurgitated shit, and you're like, oh yes, you watch the same video everyone has watched. You know what I mean? Do you know that that's proven wrong? Like that type of shit. Like I won't say names, but some numbnuts told me a story about dolphin pussy juice. Right? They said that it was this aphrodisiac that caused like male fucking euphoria, like outstanding euphoria. And that there was an experiment that monkeys were given this juice collected from dolphins, and that they used it so much to masturbate that he actually had heart attacks and died. They told this story in such confidence, and I'm like, this is a crazy thing to hear. I look it up. It is 100% wrong. In fact, the first thing you'll see is no, the dolphin pussy juice exists. It's a Facebook 2020 copy pasta. I'm like, God damn it. I look up one thing and it's, you can clearly see.
It's me. I told that story.
are you also the one that created the story back in 20?
Yes. You got me. I was like, God damn it. It takes one thing to see. And that's a crazy story to go around. Just believe it.
At this point, I don't know what humans are doing in labs anymore.
But even if you did believe it, how often would it come up in conversation?
It reminds me of whenever Derek at work says something, and we're like, bro, just do a fact check real quick. Like, what's your source right here? I'm on michaeljbiz.com. It's like, all right, no. What are we talking about?
That's fair.
Oh, fuck that. Okay, so what have we missed in the last 2 months? Halloween was fun, cool party.
Yeah, earlier you said we haven't missed a single, like, you said you haven't broke a promise.
Well, that was in the season. You know what I'm saying? That was in the season. So we get the 2 month break. That's what's the new season now. Okay, my bad. That's what's the new season. The Game Awards just happened. Very lackluster. I give it like a B minus is what I give that a grade.
Oh, I'm just not realizing I didn't get any more Black Myth info.
I'm saying there's a lot of shit. Like, even though we know a lot about the Wolverine game, it'd been cool to have a fucking just a new trailer, like 30 seconds of new gameplay. Like, fucking do that. Who gives a fuck?
That would be nice.
Show one level, or you could have came in and showed a pre-order skin and be like the X-Men Gray outfit. I'm like, fuck yeah. You know what I mean? Like, that's all I needed. God damn it.
I thought Controlled Remnant.
I think Control Remedy.
Yeah.
That did look good. When I watched this the gameplay of that again, it did look interesting. Other than that, the only thing I got excited for was the Star Wars game, The Fate.
Oh yeah.
Like,
yeah.
But like that game is like 3 years out. You know what I mean? Like,
might not even live to see that shit.
I'm pretty sure they said the studio who's making that game, it was like founded at the end or the beginning of this year. So it's like when they've had like a year's worth of gameplay on it or development at most or something.
Wait, and they had that trailer?
That's just a cinematic. It was, you know what I mean? It was like gameplay. I don't believe. I could be wrong, but like this game, they're like earliest is going to be like 2028. But even if that's the case, I'm down. You know
If
what I
this
mean?
shit is real, it's gonna be released on the fucking PS7.
See, I don't know. This is an interesting conversation because graphics have really, in a sense, peaked on like in general. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't realistically get past like 8K and shit like this. Like all you can do is make like your screens more like optimal for that, I guess is the best word. But like, so like the next gen of consoles aren't going to necessarily be stronger. They're going to be probably the same hardware, just utilized better. You know what I'm saying? Like PlayStation straight up said that. They're like, our PlayStation 6 is basically going to be a lot of AI chips in it to make it more utilized. Like they show like this new compression they have to where like game styles will be reduced like almost by a tenth. They'll show like where the storage of like retrieving and sending off, there's going to be like 16 times the volume, which is all just ways to say things are going to load faster. You know what I mean? They're going to save faster. They're going to be more smooth, but the graphics are still just up to the developers on how they handle it. You know what I mean? And so like, I mean, kind of like we already see, like a lot of games look amazing. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then that just running more efficient makes sense for these systems because it's like, what do you mean? People aren't going to have the hardware to actually show off like anything improved better. It won't be worth it.
What they should do is they should just sell PC kits at this point for each of the systems, and then sell interswappable parts when the new updates come out.
What's fucked up is that's the route Xbox is going, but it's actually the opposite. So they're going to be selling mini, like basically they're not going to have consoles going forward. What they're going to do is like the ROG Ally is they're going to partner with Asus. They're going to partner with AMD. They're going to partner with Intel maybe, and they're going to have the Intel Xbox where it meets these certain specs that can run the Xbox OS, but it's through that party. The problem is that because of that, now you're going back to proprietary things where you're going to see like the Steam Cube. It's not going to be interchangeable. It's going to be soldered on pieces because it's proprietary and it's mass produced. You know what I'm saying? But
The Steam frame.
the thing is though, it's going back to this is how it's going to have to be for a while because with AI fucking up the market like this, RAM is getting harder and harder and harder to find at a reasonable price. To the point where even pre-builds are getting affected because companies are buying mass-produced pre-builds just to rip out the RAM. You know what I mean? It's kind of crazy because like you see that swing pendulum. It's like now consoles are going to be the more efficient thing. I feel like the next 2 generations, unless like somehow, I mean, how do you stop AI? You know what I mean? The boom of AI is going to just keep going up and up. The demand of AI is going to keep going up and up. Like this is going to be a problem for the foreseeable future type of deal because though it's not like, oh, it's COVID production. It's like, no, these chips are like rare metals. You know what I mean? You can't produce on the scale that we want them to or like need to. Like you usually have to go to fucking third world countries to get these fucking metals for these chips and shit. Like,
unless they dead internet theory the shit out of it and ban AI or some shit.
See, that's the thing though, is that like, even if the United States banned it, it wouldn't matter. You know what I'm saying? And we're a big player. It just, all these data farms would go overseas. You know what I'm saying? Like, all this is going to happen somewhere, you know? Like, You're not going to be Apple and be the company that misses out on the AI boom. And that goes with all these tech conglomerates. Like none of them's going to miss this chance. And
I also heard from fucking somebody in the Discord that like a big reason that the AI is taking up so much of the RAM is because it's being ordered for crypto. Like they're farming a lot of crypto.
I could see
at
that.
those AI fucking
I can
farms
see
and
that, but
shit.
the only reason I would be probably not is because crypto has evolved a lot. You know what I mean? Because I thought crypto was based off of graphics cards, not the RAM.
Well, that's the thing. If you're doing it, you might as well just have the parts.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? It wouldn't be hard. I think
That's fair. You know, I'm fucking starving.
I think it's not far
far
fetched to think that like people who are already in power like that would be using it to farm invisible money.
You see
must
those
not-
memes where it's people showing this website. It was like this Internet Archive back in 2011. This website, if you signed up for their newsletter, gave you 5 free Bitcoin.
Damn.
People are like, me in 2011 instead of getting Bitcoin, it's like you doing a trick scope in World at War or something. Or like you getting stabbed to death by the energy sword in Halo 3. It's like, God damn it.
Fuck me.
When that got me, because it's 2011 too. It was me in 2011, and then it goes black, and it's you waking up in the Skyrim carrier. I was like, God damn it! Oh, you're awake.
I hate crypto.
It did come out in 2011.
What?
Did it?
I know. I remember because Alex, he's like, it came out 11/11/11, like right on his birthday. I was like, oh shit, or days before his birthday, or something. He got it for his birthday.
There's a kid out there named Dovakin who got
It's like some shit our cousins were.
got
You
a
know
bunch
which
of
ones.
shit from Bethesda.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. What did you say?
There's a kid out there named Dovakin because
Do you
he
know
was-
him or no?
No,
You're just
I
saying
don't.
there is.
I know there is because it was like a thing Skyrim did when it released. There was a person out there that named their son Dovakin because he was born on Skyrim Day, and Bethesda like did a little thing.
I remember it was a big deal when the final show of Game of Thrones season was coming out because they threw everything in the trash. Anything about these characters you liked, whatever character was your favorite, they fucking kicked in the nuts somehow or another. You know what I mean? And Khaleesi, Daenerys, the mother of dragons, people that year before the season came out, Daenerys was one of the like top 3 names for females. And Daenerys in the show ends up going super crazy, killing. I'm sorry, spoilers, but it's been like fucking 5 years since the ending, so eat a nut. But Daenerys goes like full crazy. Like that's the thing though. The Targaryens are the Mad King. They go crazy as the older they get. They kind of went that route, and she went crazy and like burned down her own people. All the shit with the dragon. She became a villain. And so people got upset because their children are now named after this monstrous person. But everyone's like, don't name your kid after a show that's ongoing? I don't know.
Maybe read a book.
Right?
Like I haven't read.
It's that classic say,
I thought it made sense because like she was put under like a lot of stress and pressure and shit. Like she lost both her dragons, maybe all of them.
Right.
And, like
No,
I don't remember if it was.
see,
all
to me, I
seasons.
wasn't mad about that part of the ending. So the part I've always been mad about was the Bronn becoming king. Because,
Mm.
like, I'm talking a couple episodes before that, they float the idea by, and he's like, I'll never be king of nothing. And I'm like, oh, okay. Just for him to become king, here's what it is. Bronn doesn't become king. The Raven becomes king. The fucking dumbass spirit he's connected to or some dumb shit. It's like, bro, this just pissed me all the way off. You know what I mean? Arya Stark has a fucking weird ass story that just gets canned to the side. You know what I mean? Jon Snow, weird ass shit. He's like in love with his sister, cousin, or whatever the fuck she ends up being.
Didn't she
And,
get
like-
in a show though?
She did. It's on the rumor mill. There's an
No way it's still coming out then.
well, check this out. There's an unannounced prequel show, or not prequel, a sequel for one, because the other 2 shows that are out are about to come out. There's House of Dragon prequel. It's like 1,000 years beforehand or whatever. Then this one that's about to come out, Knights of whatever, 7 Nights. That's like 100 years before Game of Thrones. The next show that's about to come out is supposedly right after the events of Game of Thrones. So it's the first show we'll see in the world afterwards, right? Now, we know that information. That was like revealed like last week. Earlier this month, George R. R. Martin said that he had a meeting with the actor who plays Arya and said, we have a project in the works, but we can't say anything yet. So now the rumors are lining up that this is the show that shows Arya going to the other land like it did in the show, like she was going to the east or whatever. So that'd be cool kind of to see that. I'd be down for that show. Anything that's Game of Thrones, not the original brothers that directed that final season, I'm fine with watching at least. House of Dragons I haven't seen yet because I've heard mixed reviews. So that I haven't watched. But this new one that comes out in January, I'm super excited because I read those comics. And I think I'll like it more because some people will be critical, like, oh, this isn't like the comics. I like spotting the differences. You know what I'm saying? So even if it's vastly different, I'll probably still enjoy it as long as the show's good.
I like when they do the differences well.
Right.
Like that's why I fuck with Batman versus Superman.
The only one I can say that has done that for me is The Walking Dead. And that may be a hot take because some people don't like the show, but I always thought the show did good, even compared to the comics. Like, fuck Batman vs Superman.
Nah, fuck. The
You
Walking
rage
Dead.
baiting me with that one.
No, Batman versus Superman said.
Batman vs Superman, the movie, was the first time in my life I remember leaving the movie theater mad.
That's okay. It's a matter of opinion.
No. I want to see what the ratings are for that because I want to see who's in the right here.
I liked the movie. A hot
Why?
take, I also liked The Flash.
I haven't seen that yet.
I don't go into it
Dude,
with high
fuck you.
expectations.
He runs like a dork.
It's got a 6.5 out of 10 on IMDb.
That's
got
decent.
It is, but it's got a 28% on Rotten Tomatoes.
That's decent.
I'm gonna see The Flash because that one I was excited for.
I would not expect high views. For
I think that
Flash.
that's way higher, 63% and 6.6 out of 10.
Damn.
See, I was expecting that one to be kind of higher actually because it was a cameo fest. You know what I'm saying? And I thought that would have got the tomato score up a little bit, but
It's not bad. Like it's just the Flash. That movie.
I
is
think
bad,
that
and
movie
I know
will-
that's a hot sell.
He-Ron's so stupid.
the movie itself was a weird one because it's like it was at the end of the Snyderverse, right? But they're saying that this is going to be your Flash, so buckle up. But this isn't your Batman, though. You know what I'm saying? But watch this anyways because it's got Batman in it. And it's like, what the fuck is this movie, dude? And then like
Watching, you honestly.
everyone wanted to fucking like, dude, Idris Elba. What's his name? Not Idris Elba. What's the main guy's name? Ezra Miller.
Ezra.
Dude had caught like 16 cases trying to get this movie canceled, and the shit still came out.
Yeah,
Insane.
it's kind of wild.
Got
that
like 3 domestic cases or some shit. Like
a sexual assault.
a
charge in
sexual assault
Hawaii.
case.
He like choked out a fan on camera.
God damn it,
I remember seeing that video. I was like, how is he still the Flash?
dude. And like I remember
What was he
this.
walking around?
These allegations, like they came out like 6 months before the movie came out, so it was like perfect enough time. By man, let's wrap it. You know what I mean? You can call it quits. Like they canned so many other DC shit, like the Batwoman show and like a bunch of shit. But I'm excited with the DC now. I'm kind of scared. I like James Gunn at the head of it. I do a lot. I'm scared now because Netflix is going to buy Warner Brothers, which owns DC, and Paramount is offering to buy too. They're fucking doing it. And I don't remember which one of the companies, but one of those companies has said if they do hire or get it, like James Gunn's basically fired. And it's like, damn, like, are we really about to get DC back for 2 movies and they get kicked in the nuts? Like, damn.
Does anyone own it right now?
Who? What do you mean?
You said Warner Brothers was about to buy.
No, so Warner Brothers owns DC, right?
Yeah.
And they're the ones who are like, yep, James Gunn, you're allowed to do whatever you want. They made him the head, like, co-creator of these, like, creative director of DC. So for, like, the next few, like, 10 movies or whatever, if he's not directing it, he's planning, like, fucking the Marvel route. Like, so they all build a DC universe. Well, Warner Brothers is now getting sold everything they own, which includes DC, Harry Potter, fucking
Okay.
the Batman games, all this shit, the Nemesis system.
Sold to Netflix.
Netflix is the top. Technically, they're not even the top bidder anymore. Paramount outbid them by like 20 billion, but Netflix and Warner Brothers have already announced that the deal is gone. Like they're like, "Yo, Netflix is buying us." You know, they made a public statement. They still have like a whole year before the FCC and like other government agencies can like shut it down or like, "Yo, we're gonna hear a hearing for this because this can be a monopoly technically," or like that would be the argument. You know, it probably won't get viewed as that because with how much Disney owned, it's like it'd be level comparable, but it wouldn't be more than that. You know what I mean? Now what would be kind of nuts is if what was it on? If Paramount does buy Warner Brothers, they own a shit ton of like TV broadcast channels. It'd be like of the 80 that are out there of like public TV channels or like cable channels. They'll own like 60 of the 80 or some crazy shit like that. And then like Disney would own the rest of them basically. And it's like that two cable companies controlling. It's just kind of a crazy thing to think about. You know what I mean? Because at first I'm like, Netflix would be the one that if they own it, it's like too much. It's like, no, Paramount owns it. That's kind of too much shit.
When do like monopolies?
I'm saying though, for real. Like I just wish Warner Brothers would stay Warner Brothers, honestly. You know what I mean?
No, for real.
Because there's a lot of shit I fuck with about Warner Brothers. Like all my favorite cartoons are like Cartoon Network and fucking Adult Swim. That's included in Warner Brothers. You know what I mean?
Damn.
Dude, like for real. And so like if it goes to Netflix, Netflix is definitely raising their prices. You know what I'm saying? It's like what old boy said at work, dude. Piracy's so bad. I'm done paying for these subscriptions. They go up one more fucking time. I'm canceling everything. Dude.
What happens to all the things that they're currently working on, though?
So as of right now, everything's going to stay moving how it is, right? You won't even know, like, if the deal goes through Netflix or Paramount, you won't see a difference for at least 12 to 16 months. And that's when the deal would go through. After that, they may even keep them separate streaming services because then they can collect double the thing. You know what I'm saying? Both Netflix and Paramount have different strats wise too. If Netflix buys Warner Brothers, they've said that, and this is what they made with that statement. They're like, all those movies, DC movies, Warner Brother movies, they're going to be quicker to come to Netflix. They're thinking like a 3 to 4 week theater run, then on Netflix. Paramount wants to extend the theater run and like embrace that lifestyle. I'd rather come to streaming faster, but that's me. I feel like there's like if I go to a movie theater, that doesn't benefit anyone mostly but the movie theater. You know what I'm saying?
I enjoy the movie theater. Don't get me wrong, but
I do too.
Also like, I also like watching it after going to the movie
Well,
theaters.
that
Like,
and then
I support
I don't know.
like, coming out at the cinema.
Because there's sometimes where it's just like, do I really want to go to the movies when like you have a 4K TV, you know what I mean? You have like a good enough fucking TV to enjoy it very well at home. It's different when we're all dealing with fucking less than HD TVs, you know what I'm saying? But everyone's got a fucking 4K or higher. Literally.
I don't have surround sound, and I don't
That's
have
fair.
like it's I don't know. It's just a good environment to be in.
That's fair.
I think movie theaters just need to be cheaper.
That's my point of it.
Like-
It's because it's like, okay, you expect me to go there, pay like triple the price of what I could just buy the movie at home. And then like I have to pay for food and shit like here. So I can just eat something at home. I can smoke at home, be way more comfortable, not have to deal with any chance of fucking get peed on like in the Demon Slayer movie. You know what I'm saying? Like no one's peeing on me here. It's like that's a bet. And like, dude, I'd rather just be home for it.
I like going to the movies, especially when the movie theater actually like goes all out for their people.
See,
I do hate
the
people.
buckets and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also like when they do cool shit with the seats.
See, you never, dude, you don't see that all here.
Well, we recently got an upgrade.
For like the recliner seats and shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's like default, and that's old as hell.
I know.
Like, don't get me wrong, I'm happy Clinton upgraded to that, but it's like they're like if they have a special bucket or stuff like that, you don't see that at ours. You have to go to that port still, which it's still fun. Like for the new Avengers, I promise I'll go with a group of friends to the theater. You know what I mean? Because it's just cool to see big movies like that. I guess with people together. Because like especially that, like we went to all my buddies in high school. We were always going to all the Marvel ones. So we're gonna do this one. Do you see the trailer got leaked?
No.
What is it? The first trailer got leaked. So there's a marketing strategy where there's 4 trailers, allegedly, one from each different perspective. One from the Avengers, one from the X-Men, one from Fantastic Four, and one from Doomsday. And this first one is supposed to be the trailer that plays when you go see Avatar, the Fire movie that comes out Thursday or Friday. I think it's the 19th. Whenever that movie comes out, this trailer is supposed to be with it, and that's the debut of it. The trailer shows Chris Evans coming back as Captain America, basically, for the movie, which, I don't know. I'm not surprised by any means, you know what I'm saying? This is Doomsday. It's going to be all the variants and more, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't care enough to look I seen 2 different versions, right? I didn't care enough to look to see which one was the real one because I was like, I'll just watch the trailer when it comes out that day, right? One of the trailers shows it was kind of brutal. So I was like, there's no way this is real. It's like Robert Downey Jr., but like his bottom torso is like just gone. It's incinerated. And it's this machine that's like fucking 3D printing him flesh or some shit, like trying to heal and put him back together. But he's got like one arm and like you can tell it's his face, like, you know. But also maybe that's Doom. I don't fucking know. Literally, you know, because that was just an RDJ. Like it could have been anything.
That's fair. They are
Sound
doing
like
that
Right?
variant thing.
But people were saying that meant Iron Man. You know what I mean? But
No, that's Doom. That's his face is gonna be metal. It's
Mhm.
gonna be
So besides his like live appearance as Doom, has there been anything cinematic wise that showed that he was going to be Doom?
I haven't seen Fantastic Four. Thunderbolts is
No,
not
Not
there.
good.
I didn't think it was.
As Galactus, isn't it?
I was looking forward to that so fucking much, and
That movie pissed me off so much because, like, I think that
I hated the aesthetic of the '70s look. I was like, why do this?
I
hate
liked
that.
the aesthetic.
I
I
hate
didn't
that.
like the way they portrayed the fucking characters. Like I don't know. It was just dumb.
Well, that's what I mean. Them trying to fit this fucking '70s thing. I feel like all the characters were fucking weirdos. Like Johnny Storm, when I was a kid, was like a cool dude. This is like some weird ass nerd or some dumb shit. Like where you're like, what the fuck is this? You know what I mean?
I thought he was cool because he rizzed up an alien.
And like the thing, people didn't like his look. I liked him. I thought he did well. I actually thought this was the best thing. Mr. Fantastic hate Pedro. I'm not a fan.
Yeah, I was
Um,
not cool with Pedro.
The girl was all right. I'll say that. I didn't hate or like. I guess I don't even know her name, but I thought she did okay. Like,
Hers was like the only portrayal of her powers that was like even semi kind of correct. Like the way they made Mr. Fantastic
Yeah.
get countered by stretching, I was pissed. And the fact that
Mhm.
like the it's clobbering time thing, that oh man, that was so fucking lame. It pissed me
Oh.
off. Like,
Does that mean you're not going to buy the Fortnite skin?
no.
I bought Kim K though. Had to let you know. Bought the bundle.
When did that come out?
A couple days ago.
Right.
Just so you know, it's the first skin with cleavage, and it is the most customizable skin, and it is dethroned Chun-Li as the thickest skin. And these are just facts, not opinions. These are facts.
People out here doing math.
All right. No, it's because like she has like 10 different outfits of everything. Like has 16. So like just basic math, like you multiply them, it's like 300 something fucking different options, like customized roles you can have with her. And it's like, damn, that's fucking kind of crazy. Just like Fortnite's becoming crazy. You know what I mean? We were just talking about the Lego Ninjago expansion they're doing, and it sounds fucking fun.
It actually looks fun.
Like it's a Fortnite mode, but it's like a whole new fucking game, dude. Like it's a fucking, I don't even know how to describe it, but I hope it's out already because they dropped the skins for Ninjago, and I would imagine they would have done it together. You know what I mean?
Probably.
But that shit looks cool as fuck. I was just talking to like Taylor, and I was like, dude, when I get on Fortnite, I don't even play like the battle royale shit. I play in like the tycoon mode. That Hotel Havoc, there's a new one. I don't know if you knew that. So that I just been playing these dumbass fucking mini games on Fortnite or whatever.
Right, XP.
Yeah,
quickly.
exactly. Like that's more fun to me, and I'm fucking more efficient in the fucking whatever.
I like doing the battle royale. It's fun until it gets sweaty.
That's what like I'll play a couple games, but like that is not. But like if you check my stats or whatever, somehow it'd be like 20% in battle royale. I feel like the rest I'm in the fucking other modes. I never play the build mode.
No, God, no. That's ass.
Them adding the no build's the only reason I even touch that game because otherwise it's like fuck this.
I think like half their player base is like that.
No, for real. Like you look at the build thing, the lobbies are like 400 people versus like 200,000. Like literally.
I came back for the Peter Griffin skin, and because no build
Dude.
mode.
It's I fucking hate it, but it's like there's certain things where it's like, damn it, I need to get on and buy that. It's like, why? I don't even fucking play this game. Breakaway. But it's like, dude, this game's been around for so fucking long. It's not going away. You know what I mean? Like, even if there's a Fortnite 2, there never will be. There just never will be. So why even fucking talk about that?
Don't
But-
do Fortnite too. That would be lame.
No, for real. They're just going to keep it as a live service, which makes the most fucking sense. They already have so many people funneled into this. It's crazy. Like, the amount of events that just happened through there, too, is fucking insane. Like, Tomb Raider, that game that we watched at the Game Awards, those trailers, it got announced by a Square Enix made Matt, where if he solved the puzzle, it revealed a date, which was the Game Award, and it said Laura Croft will return. And so, like, a week before the Game Awards, people already knew. They're like, oh, shit, we're getting Tomb Raider news in this bit. And just like, dude, like, what is this, our world? You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's cool.
dude, it is cool.
Awesome.
But like that's what I'm saying is that like I mean, like as much as shit people talk about Fortnite, I gotta give it props for how innovative and like just fucking ways they stay relevant. You know what I mean? Them doing like the concerts and the thing is always fucking cool. You know, like legitimately cool.
That game really has changed.
I'm saying I always say like Keegan was there on the fucking founder shit, dude. It was Save the World and bought like the premium edition, had like 4 fucking keys for it or whatever to give out.
I also did that.
Playing chapter 01, you know what I mean?
I
Like,
did not do that. I bought it and I hated it, and I was like, "Man, Save the World is ass," and just never played it. And then years later, came back for the Peter Griffin skin.
I was like I remember I was in like the season 2, I think, because of like the night season.
That's season 1.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I don't think I have the Black Knight though. I have like
I
the
do.
Red Knight. I knew you did. What was season 2? I don't know, because even the ones I played, I didn't really max battle passes out. Not until I barely do that now. I just get the ones I want. And I'm like, oh yeah, fuck that tier 100. All right, this is about an hour. We can wrap up anyways. It's been a good episode. We shall see you guys by the end of the month. Maybe do a Christmas special. Probably not.
On Christmas.
No. Have a good night.
The
Stay
day
soft,
of.
stay dried.
Peace.